everyone. So I wanted to check in and do an update on the other videos that were posted. I guess now I can address the responses from everyone. Like I said, I know it was a little hard to digest. I guess the number one question that I've heard, not really, was, like, where did you get your sources? Like, why did Nick tell you that? First off, Nick did not tell me face to face or over the phone his accounts of what happened with him and Melissa Schuman. But a close source to him did state and give me permission to tell the story. Now, there was this one girl that came on here, and I will say that the Backstreet Boys fans have been very, very supportive and been very, very kind and nice to me, and I thank you for that. But there was a girl who was not trying to be rude, but basically what she was saying is Nick's dirty laundry should not be aired out by you, and that this stuff is just so private. I can't believe you're like talking like this and blah, 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 blah. Like, all right. As we all know, I'm the creator of hashtag his side too. It's just a hashtag. It's not this big movement. It's just a hashtag. And it represents something that, means something to me, okay? I am a fan of the truth and due process, and I believe that people are innocent until proven guilty. And at this point in the game with the whole Me Too movement, I really cannot take people's word for it anymore. Do I believe Harvey Weinstein, what was it, 57 or 63 women came forward? Yes, I believe that. I have my thoughts on Harvey Weinstein. I have my thoughts on pretty much every case, but the thing is I am so wrapped up with first the Nick Carter one and then the Scott Baio that it would be nice if we could have dug deep into, Ryan Seacrest or, oh God, the guy from Talking Dead, what's his name? Oh geez, God, see? One rapist at a time. One rapist at a time. One rape story at a time. And the thing is, with the Nick story, it doesn't end. And I had a subscriber to the day say, oh God, Marissa, not, another Nick Carter video. And I'm just like, don't worry, it's going to end. It's going to end. I don't want to sit here making Nick Carter, Melissa Schuman videos at all. Because I don't, right now it's necessary for Nick Carter. But I don't like thinking about Melissa because she gets me very upset. And I have to really be careful. If you've noticed, I have a bunch of little dots. I have a bunch of little dots, and I'm speaking a different way because I spent a half an hour getting injections in my face. And here I am doing a video. So if I don't make tons of facial expressions, it's because I'm still a little in pain. I suffered Bell's palsy in 2015 into 2016, and I forever have to have injections put in my face to keep it aligned. So now that that's out of the way, I don't like sitting here talking about Melissa Schuman. Anyone that's thinking that I'm getting famous off of Melissa Schuman, trust me, I'm not. My subscriber count is not that big. If you think that I'm making $1 million off of these videos, I hate to tell you that, what YouTube's paying me, could I afford a couple of rainbow rolls? Yeah. But trust me, I'm not rolling in the dough, and I'm not I'm not relying on this cash for anything. For what, you know, I don't monetize videos that involve dead people, like George Michael or the Justice for Junior, Kanika Jones, nothing like that. But it is monetized with the Melissa Schuman, not Mick Carter, Melissa Schuman, because I know it pisses her off to know that the videos about her are monetized. So I'm sorry that you have to sit through some ads, but you should get the YouTube bread and you won't have to sit through that. So, this girl, let's get back to the girl that said that I'm airing out Nick's dirty laundry. Well, why would I know these explicit details if Nick didn't tell them to someone to relay them to me? Okay? A lot of people think that my sources are just all over the place. They think it's his manager, his publicist, his wife. They think it's Aaron. They think it's another one of the Backstreet Boys. They think it's one of the other wives of the Backstreet Boys. I'll tell you what. You know what? Oh, they also think it's one of his attorneys. Why would his attorney tell me anything? So I just had permission to say what I was told. Now, his side too. You know what? Melissa, ask yourself this. It was okay in November that Melissa Schuman can write a blog with explicit detail of her account with Nick Carter. That was fine, right? That was okay for you. But now that there is his side too, which is Nick has a perception of what had happened, and coming out of his mouth is, this is the way I remember it. I'm sorry, but that double standard is not flying anywhere. It's not flying anymore. It's not good. That's why Me Too is going down, okay? With the false rape accusations, with not doing what you're supposed to do when you do get raped, you know, these people losing their careers, like, it's all going downhill. And the saddest part is it's not being taken seriously. And because of people like Melissa Schuman, there are women out there that are going to be afraid of the backlash and ridicule. But the thing is if Melissa Schuman's story was believable at all, and she didn't have such a history that was contradictive to the story that she gave to Dr. Oz and the story that she gave in the blog, so many people wouldn't be creating I Stand with Nick Carter and creating Melissa Schuman as a liar. I never created that. But I'm the one that gets attacked for it, and I'm okay with that. So Melissa, Daddy Schuman, James Hartline, Bruno, bring it. You want to attack somebody? Don't attack the girls in his side too. Attack me, okay? Say what you want to say about me. It's fine. Call me Molly McButter. Call me whatever you like. I am fine with it. Look at this. Here's my new Molly Golightly pen. Isn't that cute? I got, like, they sent me a whole stationery set and a shirt and the whole shebang. Yay. So, yeah, I wanted to get to one of these comments that I thought was very, very interesting that a girl, I'm assuming a girl, left today. And I asked if I could quote her. And she said that she decided to read the Daily Beast article for the second time. And she quoted that Melissa felt angry that after she toured with Y2K, that after she toured with the Y2K groups, that these people like Ryan Cabrera and 98 Degrees and O-Town could continue to work with my abuser. Have you guys ever wondered why Melissa Schuman keeps saying my abuser? Have you? Oh, I believe she was abused sometime in her life. But that's just my opinion. Because you don't get that way in your head. Something must have happened to her along the way that made her lose it. The entitlement stuck out to this girl making this comment. And she said, the entitlement that Melissa has is very striking. And I've said this several videos ago. She says, how is Melissa Schuman angry at people for doing what's best for their career when Brandon Henschel shared a stage on Lip Sync Battle with the Backstreet Boys? She did the same thing over not pressing charges against Nick 16 years ago. This girl is absolutely right. Who is Melissa Schuman to attack Brian Luttrell 2 weeks ago when he gave a statement? She was really pissed off about that. But what do you expect? I was shocked that he did. I was surprised that AJ was interviewed by TMZ and said what he did. But the thing is you know what? It's not that they're going to protect each other because they're guys. But if they've been in a group for 20, 25 years, they're family. They know each other better than everyone. And Melissa Schuman keeps on saying that there's more abusers out there. There's more abusers out there. Where are they, Melissa? Because you got the catfish down in New Zealand. Sorry, honey. Sorry I had to expose that one. Sorry. Phone call and everything. Voices, okay? My voice talking back and forth, okay? And the marathon girl. I saw that police report. Again, trying to give benefit of the doubt. But when you get to a point where you're looking at it and you're like, no. Have you ever been in a courtroom, any courtroom for the town? You know, the judge goes like this, blah, 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 blah. They go like that. They're trained to read reports, okay? Police write up reports in such a way. That's what they're trained to do. I've always said that from the beginning that when Melissa Schuman decided to go, was it January or February, when she followed in Nicole Eggert's footsteps? Oh yeah, that's a real hero. That's who you really want to follow the footsteps of, Nicole Eggert. Nicole Eggert actually filed for bankruptcy in, I believe, 2013. Yeah, she had a house and she sold her house. She's renting now. I remember when she was sitting there at dinner telling me how Pamela Anderson was living in a trailer. And I don't find that to be, I find that to be very sad. You know, Pamela Anderson, reached the highest bombshell. She did movies, TV, everything. She was even in a Morrissey video. Did you know that? Okay. And I've met her once. She was totally nice to me. Okay. And here's Nicole Eggert, of all people, talking smack about Pamela Anderson. Well, you know what? What goes around comes around. So while she wants to say that Pamela Anderson is living in a trailer, guess what, honey? You ain't far behind. What goes around comes around. You want to sit there and be bitter and, you're upset because you don't have the body that you had when you were on Baywatch. The money's not rolling in like it was. You know what? It's your fault. When you are an actor, when you are a singer, there is no guarantee of longevity, okay? You need to spend your money wisely. Look at all of these people in sports and reality, actors that end up on the street. Look at what happened. They become drug addicts because they can't handle being up here one day and then being down here. It happens all the time. And it's not something for the regular person like me to be like, ha 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 ha. I don't feel that way. I don't like that. I don't like that. And you know what? I remember a specific conversation with Nicole Eggert when she said, I saw that Alyssa Milano was talking to you, blah, 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 blah. She was like, I hate her. Don't talk to her. And I'm like, why? What happened? She was like, when she got pregnant, I sent her a message telling her, oh my God, Alyssa, being a mother is so great. I'm so happy for you. I'm so excited, blah, blah, blah. She was like, and she had the nerve to not even respond. Okay. All right. So Nicole's got a chip on her shoulder. Who's got a bigger chip? Melissa Schuman. So Melissa Schuman has her birthday. She spent her birthday yesterday on Twitter. She really did. And, it doesn't make me happy to know that this girl has these horrible anxiety, depressing feelings because I'm adding to it. But I wouldn't even know who the hell Melissa Schuman was if she didn't start messing with somebody that I know or that I knew. Do you understand what I mean? Like, who else was going to really, really step up for Nick Carter? It couldn't have been Sharna. It couldn't have. She tried to make a video, but she had a professional relationship with him while he was married and his wife was pregnant. It's not the same thing. Do you understand what I'm saying? Like, to be in the same position as Melissa Schuman, like I was, is more of a reliable source. Now, will I get into the dirty, nitty-gritty details? Of course. But Melissa Schuman did. But not only did she get into the nitty-gritty, she decided to put it in a blog for the whole world to see so that she could get what was owed to her. She believes the world owes her something. This was her opportunity. And it's really, really sad. And the thing is I really hope that people are watching this. Go back to my other videos. I have been able to predict everything that this girl has done. She followed through every single thing that I said she was going to do. I swear to God. And we saved it all in screenshots. The girls in the His Side 2 group were like, oh my God, you said this 2 months ago. Oh my God, you just said it a week ago. Right when I left before my last vacation, I said, something's going to happen, saddle up. And they're like, don't jinx it. And I'm like, something's going to happen while I'm gone. Just watch. Sure enough, something did. Now, James Hartline, okay? I am not here to bash James Hartline. James Hartline is a man that don't know how the Henschels and, Hartline met. Or if they ever met. We've never seen a photo with them. Remember, Nick Carter never took a picture with Kaya Jones now, did she? Well, The Henschels were smart enough not to take a picture with Heartline. What does that tell you? Heartline claims to have stayed in their house and everything, blah, blah, blah. This man, if you Google him, you are going to be in for a treat. Just Google the name James Heartline. This man is anti-gay, okay? So is Brandon Henschel, and so is Melissa. They are anti-gay. I'm sorry. But people that are anti-gay, I don't want to be around you. He's a formerly gay prophet, he calls himself, who has spent a lot of time in and out of prison, okay? Read the story on James Heartline. James Heartline came in to Twitter to bash every single one of the girls in his side too. And when I tell you, bash is not even the word. I'm talking about dig into their jobs, dig into where they live, where they work, who their employers are, put it out there. And then Melissa Schuman has the apricot titty balls to say, oh, they posted my private information on the internet. No, sweetie, we did not. Are you mad because I said you live in a duplex, a 2-bedroom duplex? It's on Google. And I never called you. Did somebody call you? It wasn't me. Wasn't us. We share everything, me and this girl. It's a sisterhood with us. And all 20 of us, we all trust each other very, very much. And we've all worked together. And everyone's been able to put a little bit in, and it worked. You know, it's just a shame that it even had to come to this. All this time has been wasted because where did Melissa Schuman get? All Melissa Schuman did was she accomplished nothing and made her life worse. What did she do? She caused stress to Nick Carter, the Backstreet Boys, their wives, their families, and the people that work for them. Not only that, but the fans that love them. And I've never screenshot them, but you can look through the comments of all my Melissa Schuman videos. There's always going to be at least 2 or 3 girls that say in every video, if you didn't make these videos, I would have believed Melissa. And I was very, very angry for a long time. I didn't want to listen to them. I couldn't believe that I went to their concerts. I couldn't believe that Nick Carter was capable of doing this to a woman until I really started listening to you. So now, these videos have actually helped bring back and keep their fans intact. Now, like I said, for me to get in front of my camera the other day and say, you know, God, it wasn't even the other day. I think it was the other day, day before yesterday. For me to sit there and say she was blowing, Rachel's knocking on the door, bathroom door, while Melissa has a mouthful. Okay? And moaning. I'm sorry, but from what I know, you got to be pretty into it and pretty experienced to start moaning while you're giving that. Rachel, again. Hey, I got to use the bathroom. What are you doing in there? Nick says, why don't we move to the other bathroom? This is his version. Why is it okay that she can say what she wants in a blog and then go on TV with her gypsy crocodile tears, and she wasn't even really crying? Do you think people didn't notice that? I noticed that. And I'm looking at the audience and they're like, and Gloria Allred, first thing she said, I don't represent this girl. That spoke volumes. And for Dr. Oz to say, yeah, we reached out and they confirmed what you're saying, Melissa. Sure, they can say it over the phone, but did they take a lie detector test? Were they under oath? Were they blah, blah, blah? They can say, yeah, Melissa told me about it. Well, Melissa says that she told nobody. But as we all know, the story changed over and over. So, if it's given to me, the account that Nick Carter says, my side is this. This is what I remember happening. And there wasn't much to it. She's calling him a monster. What kind of monster cuddles with you at night? Stay with me. Cuddles with you at night. Allows you to sleep in their bed. Until, you're out like a light. He doesn't want to wake you up. He goes and gets something to eat with his friend. They will probably be chit-chatting about what had happened the night before. And Melissa wakes up, sees that he's not there. And she got really upset. She got into the car, and Rachel said, oh my God, remind me not to do that again. I can't do the dramatics with this. I'm sorry. My face is actually getting hot because I did that. I'm sorry. But for Rachel to say, oh my God, wasn't that so fun? It's because she hooked up with Tony. They had a good time. There's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with that. And then Nick Carter, this monster, comes back, coffees and breakfast for these girls, thinking that they're still asleep. They don't see Rachel. So they go into the room and Melissa's not there. Goes downstairs and says to the doorman, the guy who was in charge, did you see my guests leave? And if he got back to the Hollow and still had to work with her, since that was a day off that this all happened. Remember, she only had 8 minutes in that movie. How long was she really in the Hollow? I don't know how long Nick Carter was in the Hollow. I don't know if... All I know is that it's like a ghost story thing and that she dies in the beginning. So she was bent out of shape because what she thought was going to happen, that they were going to totally, spend the day together maybe, have this little thing. Because you know what? They do set people up on dates. They do set people up. But Nick just wasn't really feeling it. And maybe she thought, this is going to really be something big for my career. That's why she went along with it. And when it didn't, that's why she's upset. So you're going to tell me that Daddy Schuman is going on the set with her and walking up to Nick Carter and hanging out with him and telling jokes? You know what? It's over for you, Daddy Schuman, with your father's fury. It is over for you. Brianne Mira, she got you. Brandon Henschel, a lot of people in Hollywood don't like you, okay? They don't want to be mentioned. And I do know stories, but it does not matter. It does not matter because it's not about Brandon Henschel. And it's not about trying to get Brandon Henschel in trouble so that he loses his job. That's not what I or any of the girls want. We want your child to be taken care of. We don't want your child to be affected as much as that baby Odin's going to be affected. But you know what? You know what? I believe that little baby Odin is going to be okay. Because you know what? He's got strong parents, strong, intelligent parents that are going to easily be able to explain this to this little boy, and the boy's going to get it and be like, yeah, no big deal. You know what? And gratefully at this time, the only good thing about this is that Lauren Kitt can actually say, baby, during that time, this was happening to everybody. Like, this was a part of history in show business. And it was a dark time. I love your father. Your father loves me. You have the best of both worlds. But what about little Elin? I have a genuine concern. All the girls do. And we're not even trying. I know Melissa's probably like, stop bringing up my son. You know what? A lot of us in the His Side 2 group, we're mothers. We're mothers. We care about the children. Like, honestly, I don't know how it would happen, but if I saw little Elin Henschel lost or that he needed something, blah, 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 I would absolutely help him. I mean, of course, if I realized it was your son, I'd be like, oh, crap. But I'd still help the poor kid because he's a child. He is totally innocent. He is totally innocent. And what did you do? Fine, you wanted to make a better life. You could tell your son, I tried my hardest to make a better life. Daddy opened up a church and, we wanted to avoid taxes. We wanted a tax cut. And then Daddy lost that. And then we lost our house. And then, we were living in this place. And Mommy just wanted to get us a house. And, I really feel like, this guy hurt me. He hurt me. And I know he hurt me. And this is my truth. Well, guess what, Melissa, and your truth? Just because it's your truth doesn't mean it's the truth. I said that months and months ago. And Nicole Eggers says the same thing. I don't care if anybody believes me. It's my truth. Okay, yeah, your version of the truth. Now, let me tell you something. I'm not a psychologist. I'm just a life coach. And you know what? One of the hardest things of being a life coach is trying to get people to realize when they are in the wrong and they won't accept it. And you actually have to sit back and say, all right, I'm listening. I'm still going to mentor you, but this is my advice. This hasn't been working out for you this way, the way that you've wanted to do it. How about we try it this way and see what happens, okay? It doesn't make me, you know what? It doesn't mean that I'm a know-it-all or that I'm perfect. I'm very imperfect and I'm not a know-it-all. And that's what makes me good at what I do, is because I'm not perfect and I've made so many mistakes. But I've learned to not repeat my mistakes, and I can say I'm sorry. And there's many, many, many people, including you, Melissa Schuman, who has a really hard time saying, I'm sorry. And I'm sorry could go a long, long way. You'll never do it. I'm not asking you to. I know you won't be silenced. I'm not trying to silence you. But just don't think that other people can be silenced, And if Nick Carter has this version, and for some reason I was chose to give that version of his side, that doesn't make me feel good to read those things. To have to put a discretion and a warning of adult content on my video because I don't. And you know what? How am I supposed to know who all my followers? Some of them are children. I have to actually go back and put that on there. And I'm going to do that right after I'm done. But you can't expect that everybody is going to do what you want when you want it and blame all of you're not getting what you want. I'm not going to say failings in life because you know what, Melissa Schuman? You got to be in a movie. I was never in a movie. You got to be on talk shows. You got to go on tours and make an album. That was not good for you. That wasn't good enough for you. Nor was having a beautiful baby. Nor was being married to one of the best choreographers around. You know, that's not good enough. Nothing's good enough for you. It's tragic. It's tragic that you just can't be content with what God had in store for you. You should just be grateful, but don't be vindictive. Don't be childish. Don't be cruel. What you've done to a lot of people, and that includes so many victims, and a lot of the His Side 2 victims the His Side 2 girls are victims of rape and incest. That's the truth. That's why when I say half of them aren't really fans, it's the truth. In fact, we have someone in our group that was a huge Dream fan that did not like Melissa and kept a lot of stuff over the years. So, that's what I have to say about this whole thing with Melissa Schuman. And today I was in Verizon getting my son a new cell phone, and my phone went off. It was the His Side 2 girls, and they said, look, and it was a screenshot. Lauren Kit Carter, Nick's wife, went on Twitter and tweeted about another rape case. I don't know how she has time to follow all these rape cases. I mean, like, I don't have them. I don't even have the time. I don't know what's even going on anymore. And she put hashtag His Side 2. And I have to say, I went like this. And all of a sudden, I had tears in my eyes. I really did. No one ever asked her to do that. No one, I'm not getting anything from this. Me and Lauren, me and Nick, we are not friends. Like, I'm doing this because I really believe in what I'm doing. I really am. I wish that there was more ways that I could help Scott Baio. But all I know is what Nicole said to me in that one conversation over sushi. I never got into it with her for more detail out of respect. I'm not like that. What you've done, Melissa, is just a really, really terrible thing. And what I'm going to do for you, because I am a good person, is when all of this is said and done, okay, and Nick Carter has had his say, which is not going to be, you're not going to get this coming from his mouth. If you think that what he said, where is it? Where was all those notes? All those things that he said, like about his side of the story, he's never going to do a sit-down interview giving a detailed account of what happened. There's absolutely no way. I guarantee it. It's not going to happen. Lawyer's going to make one statement and that's it. Okay? So you cannot believe what I said. You are entitled to do and think whatever you want. I am not offended. I know it sounds unbelievable. Trust me. Even I was like this. I'm the one that asked, where did Nick go that morning? And the reply was, and I went, I said it. I said in one of the videos, how do you know he didn't go to Starbucks? How do you know he didn't go get breakfast? Blah, blah. I said that. Because I know how he was. Nick wasn't the type of girl with me. Nick never kicked me out of his room. Nick, dude, AJ left me alone in his own hotel room. Granted, Nick was in the connecting room. But here I was packing his laundry because he trusted me. And I think it was maybe a week or two that I was talking to him and he was like, oh my God, Marissa, you don't even understand. When I came back to my room and I saw that you packed all my shit, I was like, oh my God, that girl's awesome. He goes, because I got back at like 4 in the morning. You're welcome. It was my pleasure. It was my pleasure. It was fine. I'm just one of those people that don't like seeing clothes scattered all over the room. I mean, you think that I have a closet that's out of control? His clothes were everywhere. Jeans, sneakers, everything. He loved his fashion. Back then, I don't know how he is now. But I'll tell you what, like, Nick was not douchey. He's not. Nick left the Marathon Girl because the next day he had to go on tour. You know? Nick was a single young guy having his good time. He was protecting himself. I don't think he realized that girls were going to expect more of him. And I know that looking back on the situation, that he wishes that he could have, let them understand that, he's not looking for a relationship. Are they okay with that? Because you know what? Howie Duro did say that to Marie. And I have to give Howie credit for that. Because I remember Marie being so upset and she was like, he's such a dick. And I'm like, I said to her, I said, did he say this before or did he say this after? And I was under the impression that he said it after. And she said to me, oh no. She was like, we hadn't even kissed then he said it. I was like, so he said it before. So Howie Duro, I believe, is my age. Maybe Howie knew that there came a responsibility. I remember I was talking to Howie one night by his room, and he goes, hey, Marissa. I said, what? He goes, we're not allowed to have a girl in our room, right? Okay. 5 nights later, I'm like, yeah, I know. Nick told me. Ow, I can't laugh. Don't make me laugh. It hurts. And so do these glasses. I'm dying. But yeah, Howie was very forthcoming with that. And I think that Nick just didn't understand because he was just so young. So, Melissa, you're just one of quite a few dozen women that have come in and out of Nick's life. You can't take it personal. A lot of time has gone by and you need to be happy with your marriage. So like I said, what I'm going to do for you is when all this stuff is gone and swept under the rug, I'm going to do something for you. Like an adult. And I'm not going to say as a favor because you're going to be like, I don't want any favors from you. I did give you the opportunity twice and you and your husband declined. When all of this is said and done, I will be putting... I'm not going to say anything. Actually, I'm going to end it right here. I'm not going to say too much. But I might be able to give you a free pass. But no, you don't have to apologize or anything like that. all you got to do is just leave us alone. Leave the His Side 2 girls alone. Leave Nick alone. Leave everybody alone and just go back into your obscurity. Because none of us are interested in what you're selling. Everybody, thank you for watching. And sorry, I'm like all stone-faced tonight. And my face is like totally hot right now. It's like on fire. Bye, guys.